Aw, snap, y'all. It appears that Tyler, the creator, is in the current state of being canceled. Here's the story, and here's why you should care. What happens when old tweets surface and change how we view an artist? Is it the art? Is it the artist? Today, we're diving into Tyler, the creator's past. The tweets, the jokes, and now deleted posts, and the fallout. Is he accountable? Does it matter? Is canceling even real? And most importantly, has he grown? Let's break it down. Alright, as you may know, Tyler Okonma, aka Tyler the Creator, rose up in the early 2010s with the collective Odd Future, Wolfgang, a lot of other things. They were known for their provocative lyrics, shock value, and a pretty much no rules persona, very much from the Eminem school of thought. His sound and persona have definitely evolved over his albums and over his time just growing as a human being. From Goblin to Flower Boy to when I got down with the Tyler movement, Call Me If You Get Lost with DJ Drama. Because he's a major figure and has a scrutiny level that is 10,000 times the average person's, the old tweets do matter. Alright, so let's talk about how it actually happened. This all happened, of all things, because he was eulogizing a musician that he really loved, D'Angelo, who I'm also a huge fan of. This whole thing started because his fans were in the comments of this post being like, we don't care, where's the new album, where's the new video, when's the next tour date, yada 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 yada. So while this is going on, a person tweets that Tyler's fans don't enjoy black art, even though they enjoy this black artist, Tyler. Tyler liked this tweet, which set off the storm. The storm wasn't what we expected though. Instead of people digging into his fans and their hypocrisy, people dug into Tyler and his past. They found ridiculous tweets that I can't even read on here. I mean, egregious, absolutely out of pocket things that he has said. Whether he's been joking, whether he's been serious, whether this is a part of his persona, I don't know, but does it matter? Oh yeah. Definitely want to mention that since these things have come up and people have been retweeting his old post, he has gone on a little bit of a deleting spree, which makes me think that the boy is definitely feeling the heat. Throughout the midst of that though, he did post one of the greatest posts of all time that constantly gets retweeted, and I love it so much, about cyberbullying, and that's right here. I'm sorry, it's funny. Alright, so let's break it down. The core issues is accountability. That's what people want. They just want accountability for his past. He's clearly changed. His whole online persona was about shock. But for the longest time, his Twitter handle was F Tyler. Do we just need him to say, yo, I said some dumb stuff, leave me alone? Or does he need to address this in a sit-down long-form interview and explain where his thoughts were at that time? I don't know, but people certainly want retribution right now. Most people say things like, yo, I said some dumb stuff when I was young. Lord knows that if the internet was a thing when I was 17 and I was recorded saying everything that I thought and people brought it up to me today, I'd probably be more than embarrassed. Just me sitting down playing Halo with my friends at 17, 18. I probably said some things that I'm absolutely embarrassed of. It's like the Hulk Hogan thing all over again. You get caught, and I thank God that my worst moment has not been caught on tape or on Twitter for the world to see. That being said, some of this stuff is unforgivable, so you gonna get this work. Now, fans will say Tyler's work is matured. He's started to evolve as an artist and as a person. Around a certain time, you could tell when his music starts changing, he's enlisting more other black artists to collaborate with. He's more in touch with his, his blackness, even through his music and lyrical content. So it should be clear to people that he is not the same person who wrote these things. However, these things are bad. Other people say that if he did grow, then this might require a little bit of public acknowledgement to go along with it and not sneak deleting tweets. Most of these tweets have come during the Odd Future era of Tyler, where he was with a group of kids who all were just doing wild stuff. And since he's broken off onto his own, you have not seen that. So one could argue that this was a phase and an era that is long gone. But a man who lives on the internet as perpetually as Tyler does has not addressed any of this publicly, has not made any sort of statement, and it makes people wonder where he actually stands. I think we just need a word from the creator. What's Tyler's response? Well, as of the time of me doing this video, there has been none. He's been radio silent, except for his tweet deletions, which we notice. We see you, bruh. But there has been no word, no explanation. Even him just saying, ha ha ha, y'all are idiots, y'all dumb, which is kind of what I expect. But I honestly think that this is going to lead to him disappearing for a few months, coming back again when he has something to sell us, and resuming business as usual and not letting this controversy, define him. Question for y'all. Does deleting posts count for accountability? Is that what that means? Like, oh, I'm ashamed of this, so I'm getting rid of it. Is that okay? Or does that make it, yeah, I'm ashamed of this, but I need to say something. I'm trying to get ahead of it. So I don't know if y'all think this is necessarily a good thing or a bad PR move with the deletions going on. Let's talk about the impact, what this means for his legacy. Tyler is undoubtedly one of the most creative individuals, creative of our era. I'm not going to deny that. This man makes really good music. He's very intelligent, he's very smart, and he makes awesome contributions to the culture. Will this affect his legacy? Will this make you not listen to him? Will this make you not enjoy him? Do you want his accolades stripped away? Do you want him to go away and hide somewhere? I'm just very curious about what this does for his legacy. Like, what does cancellation look like for a guy like this? I personally think an artist like Tyler, who has a fan base that's probably 98% white, the peoples that mostly are upset about this seem to be black people. It seems to be a black Twitter issue. And I don't think that this will affect his bottom line, his pockets, or his tour or show attendance. So cancellation in this sense is a joke. To bring it back to myself, this whole thing started over a D'Angelo conversation. D'Angelo, one of the most brilliant, beautiful minds that soul music has ever known. I've been in situations very similar where I've wanted to eulogize, pay homage, respect to artists that have inspired me along the way, but also knowing at the same time that my audience may not know and may not even care about these people. So when I heard the news about D'Angelo and I wanted to post about him, what did I do? I found a common ground. Turns out D'Angelo has music in one of the biggest games of all time, Red Dead Redemption 2, in a super pivotal moment. I put the D'Angelo with the video games, give him a little bit of the medicine with the candy, and now we have a common ground to open up a dialogue on teachable moments. Now, only because I understood that, did I have to do that? No. Did those commenters owe me the respect to respect what I respect? Not necessarily. It's the internet. And this is a side of the internet that Tyler has crafted, lived in, enjoyed, swam around in, splashed on his face, and had a lot of fun in. So you can't be surprised when those same people decide to not take things seriously. He has a litany of tweets of not taking things seriously. So it happens. But with me, on a much smaller scale, mind you, I am not Tyler the Creator or anywhere near. I search for the common ground that will allow a dialogue to open in a way that my audience might understand. And that way, I feel like we can meet halfway a little bit. That's just my opinion, the way I do things. So in closing, what do you think? Has Tyler ended any sort of goodwill? Has he ended his career by deciding to react to the way that people reacted to him? Is this a case of him just creating a bed and now having to lie in it? I'm curious of your thoughts. Please drop them below. Thank you for listening to me chat about this nonsense. What's up, y'all? This is Mega Ran. What you just watched is a live clip from one of my Twitch streams. I do those Monday through Friday at various times, so please check them out live. It's long, but my thoughts are a little more fleshed out in them. I think they're pretty entertaining. So go to twitch.tv/Megaran and catch me every week talking about whatever comes to mind. Could be some music, could be some games, could be the day's news. Anywho, Thanks so much for watching. Peace.